Give it up for Scott Smith. I'm sorry.
Give it up for Siobhan one time. All righty. In honor of our Houston friends, we might go on a little journey. Whew. Misery loves company. Allies banded up. If I'm in the mix, I go off. Moments on camera. Oh, I know. Kodak. Coded in states of confusion. Still reeling from the effects of what feels like a hangover. Montage on rerun, never ending. Always new. Jersey, jewelry, and shoes were tight, but why do I feel like I'm stuck up on a mountain in a tree? So high up, why Yao Ming couldn't pull me down. I want to be free, don't you? Talk is cheap. But this pen stills. Vain, yeah, that's the proper identification, and these brass cannot hold me down. Wordplay, I'm top 10. I see you're still confused, but stay with me. It's a course of consonants and constant conference. I read the text as that pastor was preaching about John 4, but I missed that sip of living water that was being poured. It was drowned out by those knockoff mini sodas and blunts I reached out and picked up from the corner store. I leaned to listen, but my ears missed again. Because my heart lacked conviction, the start and finish of my condition, but God, the cosmic machine of washing, son of the master who chooses us in spite of our hearts, hurts, missteps, and miscarries. He could have came as the champ, sure, but he was born to a virgin in a cave. Her name was Mary. Land was Bethlehem. In the anthem of angels under a canvas of stars, born there to fulfill prophecies. Even Noah built that ark and saw that rain rising, but really nobody saw this sun rising. How? Why? He grew up like a tall oak, the home of outcasts and degenerates, became a Nazarene. Like Louise and a Clark, sojourners with culture. As an outsider on purpose, set up for sheep, treaded gold bricks to separate wheat from weeds, but when he needed them the most, his core was gone. Carpenter humbled himself to work with wood he would later die on. To keep the main thing, I'll ask, can you finally read between these lines? This air is zone of heavenly revelation. Blind faith rolled eyelids shut, that's a pulse emancipation. Red blood color of radically loved. He connects us to cut us from our care for lion. Bridges the gap of George's curiosity. Conduct a feed of scrutiny from even Pilate's palace. But he willingly was crucified to give us life. He's the model of awareness. Self-identified, but God did glorify to make us understand this conundrum. Nations can be changed through the story if you knew yours. Can you understand? It'll hit you like a L if you can hear the full tour. I owe a lot to this gift giver whose grace leads me to the floor. I know he saved me from being filled with noise. Words misdirected. What exactly? I don't know, but you'll see. Anything other than a man ablaze, and it's amazing how faith wishes can sonship this man wasting away at sea and make his heart redirect to be in a state of free. That's 50. Don't believe me? For Houston, I'll run it back. Missouri loves company. Alabama up if I'm in the Mexico off. Moments on camera. Ohio, coda, and states of confusion. Still reeling from the effects of what feels like a hangover. Vermont, Osh, on rerun. Nevada ways, New Jersey. Jewelry, shoes were tight. But why do I feel like I'm stuck up on a Montana tree? So high up, Wyoming couldn't pull me down. I want to be free. Don't you talk. It's cheap. But this Pennsylvania, that's the proper identification. In Nebraska, now hold me down. Wordplay, I'm top Tennessee. You're still confused, but stay with me. It's a course of consonants and constant conference. I read the Texas, the pastor was preaching about John 4, but a Mississippi water that was being poured. It was drowned out by those knockoff Minnesotas and blunts. I reached out and picked it from the corner store. I leaned to listen, but my ears miss again because my heart lacked conviction. the start and finish of my condition, but God. The cosmic machine of Washington of the Massachusetts, in spite of our hearts, hurts, missteps, and miscarries. He could have came as the Hampshire, but was born to a Virginia cave. Her name was Maryland, was Bethlehem, Indiana of angels, under Kansas of stars. Born that if fulfill prophecies even know about the Arkansas, the rain rising, but really nobody saw this sun rising. Hawaii, he grew up like a tall Oklahoma of outcasts, and degenerates became a Nazarene like Louisiana Clark. Sojourners with culture, as an outsider on purpose, settled for sheep, traded gold bricks to rape, separate wheat from weeds, but when he needed them the most, his core a gone. Carpenter humbled himself to work with wood he would later die on. To keep the main thing, Alaska, you finally read between these lines. This Arizona, heavenly revelation, blind faith road, eyelids shut, that's a Paul's emancipation, red blood, Colorado, Cali love, he cuts us from our Carolina, bridges the gap of Georgia's curiosity, Kentucky of scrutiny from even Pilate's palace, but he willingly was crucified to give us life. He's the model awareness. Self-identified, but God did glorify to make us understand this conundrum. Nations can be changed through the story if you New York. And you understand it'll hit you like an L if you can hear the full tour. Iowa. Lot to this gift giver whose grace leads me to the Florida. I know he saved me from being full of noise. Words misdirected. What exactly? Idaho, but you'll see. Anything other than a man ablaze, and it's amazing how faith, Wisconsin, ship a man wasting away at sea and make his heart redirect to be in a state of free. That's 50. Thank you.